Hey everybody, I have a gaming video for you today. So I had 2 months off work because my work closed during COVID. And yeah, so I started playing my Xbox again. And I must say this year I've played more games than I ever have. So I'm trying to get caught up. So the games I'm going to show you, some have been released like a long time ago. And I'm just getting around to playing them. So the first game up is Blackguards 2. I picked this up really dirt cheap and I thought, oh, I'll try it. And well, I didn't get far into it. The story was good, but I just couldn't get past the graphics. When you play like a game like Witcher with, high intense, perfect graphics, it's hard to go, it's almost like going back to an old game. I don't know, I just couldn't get past the graphics in the game. So I'm just like, yeah, I can't do it. So I just took it out. So this game is probably as good, but I just can't do it. Because it's all grainy and pixely, and it's just like, yeah, no. So I didn't have any luck with this game. If you liked it, tell me why you liked it. I might give it another go, but I just didn't get far in it. So this game was a pass for me. I'll probably trade it in. The next game is Brothers, A Tale of Two Sons. Now I've had this for a while. I probably did pay $17.99 for it. 2013. That's how long I've probably had it. And I'm like, oh, maybe I'll give this one a go. And I looked it up. I'm like, oh, it's only 4 hours gameplay. I'm like, okay, that's not too bad. I can get it played in a day. I played it, and I'm like, oh wow, it's got really good graphics. It's mostly story, so make sure you have your volume up so you can hear the story. Music's in it's pretty good, and I gotta admit, I started crying. It is freaking sad. But overall, it's a good game. It's 4 hours. I don't know. I don't think I'll play it again. But I probably wouldn't pay $17.99 for it right now. But yeah, it's good visually, good story, and yeah, I made me cry, and that doesn't happen too often. Or maybe $14.99 for it. But yeah, so that was a good game. Then I'm like, well, I got time. So I replayed Mass Effect Andromeda. So I played it fully right to the end 4 times. My last journey, I wanted to see more of the end. I always seemed, oh, I'm almost done. And I kind of rushed through it a little bit. So yeah, I replayed it again. Graphics with all the patches, but when you get all the patches for the game, it is actually pretty good. Because I played it first, it was all glitchy when it just came out. I'm like, oh no. But then I got all the updates and all the repair work, all the repair stuff they did, and it's actually a pretty good game. So if you tried it and stopped, you give it another go with all your patches, it's actually a pretty good game. And I tried to make different choices. It didn't work out. I always make the same choices every time. And then I got played. Now this game, Far Cry 4. I loved 3. I have to admit it, I loved 3. 3 was the very first one I played, and I loved it. It starts off really good. I do admit I did get a little bored in the middle. And I kind of just went for the end. The end is good, but I have to say 4 is not as good as 3. I said it. But yeah, so it's a good game, but not as good as 3. So I played Far Cry 4. So yeah, that was pretty good. And then I took a break from 4 and I went and played Assassin's Creed Unity. I never played it before. I had it sitting here for a while. I even had the cheat book or hint book, because I like, for Assassin's Creed, I like to have the book, the collector's editions book, because I like all the art and stuff in it. Because Assassin's Creed is one of my top favorite games. So I did like Unity. I don't bother with online multiplayer games. I don't play online. So I did all the one player game. So yeah, so I did enjoy it. I haven't did any add-ons, so I just played the main game. And yeah, so it is not the best Assassin's Creed. I think my favorite Assassin's Creeds are number 2. I do like Connor. And I do like Black Flag. Black Flag was a pretty awesome game. So Unity is a good game. Not the best Assassin's Creed game, but still a good game. So played all through that. And then I went back to Far Cry 5. Now, I bought this at Fan Expo in Toronto, and I got to meet John Trench, and he plays Dutch here. Well, his voice does work for Dutch, and I got to meet him and his wife, and he autographed my copy of Far Cry. So yeah, it was very nice to meet them. Very nice people. So this game... Okay. So, I don't want to give it away, just in case you haven't played it, but on the map, where you start, you can go up, you can go left, or you can go down. Okay. Faith was in the bottom, the girl, psycho crazy, and then he had the one brother, and then the other brother. So, the order you're supposed to do it, which I read after, was you're supposed to go up first, get rid of that brother, then go to the left, get rid of that brother, and Faith is supposed to be last. That is the order you're supposed to do it. Up, left, down, when you look at the map. The way I did it was I went from... I normally try to go right, but you couldn't go right in this map. So I'm like, oh, I'm going to go left. So I did the brother first. I'm like, okay, this is kind of hard. Should it be this hard? But, I got through it, did some mini quests, and I got through it, and I killed him. Then I went, oh, should I go up or should I go down? So then I went down, and I took on Faith. Faith second. That was hard. But I got her. And then when I went up, it was, super easy. I'm like, oh, okay. So it's so I did it in the wrong order. I took them out in the wrong order. But the game is messed up. In a good way. Faith is psycho. He's a nut job. He's the main villain. The end? The end is awesome. So this game, I think 5 is so far the best. To me, 5's the best in the series so far. So I do have the next one, New Dawn, but I haven't played it yet. That continues off from here. I haven't played it yet. But yeah, so this is my autographed copy. So I'm definitely keeping that. So 5, I think, is the best so far. And then, I got time. So I'm back to work now, but I started my Halo. Halo 1. I never played Halo before. So I'm like, Halo 1, I'm like, oh, just get through it. Driving that Warthog is what? It was really hard. And I Googled it. A lot of other people, I thought it's just me, had trouble driving the Warthog, but it's not just me. So I got through 1. Halo 1. And then 2, the graphics get way better in 2. All the cut videos and all that is just awesome. So I liked Halo 2. Halo 3, yep, good. The graphics changed quite a bit in Halo 3. They're not when you see them right after each other. There's quite a bit of difference in graphics, but not a bad way. Just you can tell it changes. And now I am in Halo 4, which I am liking. So I do have Halo 5 here. So, but I think I'm going to finish 4, and then I'm going to take a break and play something different. Maybe something with magic, or maybe Assassin's Creed or something, just to break it up and then go to 5. But yes, so far I am doing. So this is what I've played so far. I like them all, except for Blackguard. Yeah, let me know what you guys are playing. So this is the most I've played in a year before. And yeah, so I'm going to finish Halo 4, and try something else. I gotta get these games played if I want to get the new Xbox. Trust me, there's a lot of games I gotta play. I think there's probably 20 more I have to play. But yeah. So this is what I played during quarantine, and I hopefully can get a few more done before the year is over. And yeah, so just put in the comments if you like these games, what you're playing. Just curious to know. And yeah, later.